Good morning, early Monday morning, heading to Tel Aviv to spend most of the day with Syte.ai. That's Syte.ai. A new startup I've recently come across that I am starting to really like. You've met them a couple of times. Maybe I'll get an interview in with the founders today. Just a really interesting company. So I'm going to spend most of the day with them, and hopefully you'll come with me. Who are you?
My name is Ofer Fryman.
Ofer Fryman. And what do you do?
I'm the CEO and co-founder of Syte, Visual Conception.
Visual conception. Those are big words. So I found these guys a couple of weeks ago, or they found me, I should say. Just kind of out of the blue, totally random. And I've been watching this company, and I think you built something really unique here. Not only the technology, actually the team is what interests me more. Like, you have amazing people on this team, which is very high caliber, very passionate people. What are they so passionate about? What are you trying to do?
Well, what we're trying to do is, what we believe in is that people sometimes lack the words to explain what they want. And they see something they like and you can't really describe it. So the new generation, our generation, everybody, we want to make their life simple by seeing something and immediately finding what they want without having to try and describe it and go through all this process of textual search. So we believe that visual search will be a big, huge part of our lives.
Interesting. So I'm thinking in terms of search right now. Like, it hasn't really evolved that much. And at the end of the day, we're still searching and looking for things that we want. When in reality, we have push notifications on our phone. We get our news pushed to us, our updates pushed to us. But somehow we're still searching. We're still going out to search for things. So you're letting me, via the content that I'm already consuming, whether it's on social media or in a publisher, you enable me to find the things that I want when I want it at that moment. And you're starting with fashion, right?
Yeah, starting with fashion, and the reason we chose fashion, one, because we had passion for fashion, two, it's really, really hard. Nobody has really made it work. I mean, there's 200 companies have tried to climb that mountain, but none of them has actually made something that works. I mean, it sometimes did, sometimes didn't, right, etc. But
let's just break it down here. I'm on Instagram, or I'm walking on the street and I see someone dressed really nicely. I'm not the target audience, but a lot of people that I know would be like, wow, that top looks great on her, or those jeans look super comfortable. Now what? You basically can't do anything with that information. So you enable me to snap a picture on the consumer side, and on the business side, click on an image in the article or in wherever, and buy that item right now. Makes it completely actionable, and it basically any image and any visual asset into a call to action.
Exactly. Yes.
Wow. So that's really interesting. And I mean, there's serious. Talk to me a little bit about the geeky tech going on behind, because that's you. You're the tech guy. Try to dumb it down for stupid people like me.
Okay. So a couple of years ago we sat and we thought, well, why isn't it working? Why can't I have visual search that actually works? And what we realized is a lot of people are trying to develop everything based on deep learning, and the way that deep learning, the frameworks, the way that everything, the platform works, were not perfect for visual search or for fashion in visual search. And what we built, what we spent 3 years with some of the great minds of image recognition and machine learning.
Yeah,
one
tell
of
me
them
about
actually,
that. Yeah.
He actually came from CERN, and he was the guy who changed the world of physics, because physicists used to try and find a Higgs particle based on handcrafted features. Now he came in, his name is Helge Voss, and he came in and
what's his name again?
Helge Voss.
Helge Voss.
Helge Voss.
And he's now a co-founder of this company.
Yes, he's one of the co-founders, but what he did in the last 30 years was try to convince the world to use machine learning by saying we can educate machines to do a much better job than any handcrafted feature, any manual labor that we will try to do ourselves. And he managed to convince the world of physics. I mean, today there are some physicists who are much more famous than he is, because he's a modest guy who didn't build a name for himself like a lot of other people, but he actually made that transformation in the world of physics to make people use machine learning. And he built the most famous platforms in the world of physics called EMBA, and everybody, including Yandex, tried to win the hearts of physicists and push their own product into CERN, but at the end of the day, the people from CERN said this is the best, the most scalable, accurate, easiest.
What is this?
Not our platform, but the open source platform he built for CERN, the EMBA,
Got it.
which is more used for physicists. Then 3 years ago, we stopped putting stuff as open source. We built this platform and we kept it internal for now. And it's a different framework. It's not like TensorFlow and everything else that works in a specific way when the pixels move through it. We built something that works differently and performs much better for our needs, for visual search, than anything else we've seen so far.
Tell me about the company a little bit.
The company Syte is been around for 3 years. We've started working with some of the largest e-commerce companies out there.
You just raised money, right?
We just raised money, and the interesting thing is that two of our investors are Line and Neighbor. Line is the WhatsApp of Japan, Korea, a couple of other places in the world. And
Line
Neighbor
Corp,
is
huge messaging platform. Unbelievable. Yes.
a huge, very, very profitable messaging platform, probably second to WeChat.
Nice.
Then Neighbor is the Google of Korea. It's the search engine, the chosen one for Korea. And they tried to develop this for ages. And they were blocked because they used the traditional techniques of deep learning. I mean, it's not traditional.
Hold on. We got to take a break from our regular programming to introduce someone very important who just walked in.
All right.
Who just came in here? Who are you?
How's it going? Jonathan Karras, CTO and co-founder of Craze.
The one and only. What's going on, man?
How's it going?
I'm good. I'm just going to finish this interview and then we'll catch up soon. Okay, so you raised, how much did you raise from these guys?
$8 million.
$8 million. Okay, how many people are on the team right now?
About 30 something.
In 3 years you've been around, you've been building this thing, haven't been doing marketing, you haven't been putting yourself, and it's amazing. I find it, I'm telling you, I always say this, I love the companies that, there are companies out there who make a lot of noise and don't have a product to back it up. The companies that are not making noise but are just building product and executing, those are the companies that are most interesting, and those are the ones that win, especially when you have good people. You guys have both. That's why I think you guys are onto something. That's why I love you guys. I hope I can help, in any way. And also, like, you're a couple founding team.
Yes.
It's an interesting. I'm seeing that a lot lately, actually. So you're CEO and your wife is CMO. That's pretty cool. Very cool, man. Well, good luck. And let me know how I can help you. And just keep rocking, man. It's awesome.
Cheers.
Two things to say to you. First of all, look how beautiful it is. Nothing quite like leaving your house to this view. Second of all, big day. Just launched ZCast 3.0. ZCast, if you don't know, is my startup, a podcasting platform, zcast.co. We just launched the biggest release since version 1.0, and it includes full HD studio quality audio, which means you can now podcast, full-blown podcast from your phone or your web browser. You can invite guests in, you can have a full-blown show. So we just launched it. It's doing nicely on Product Hunt right now, and the press is coming in. So I'm going to have to end this day a bit early to focus on that launch. Hopefully it will go well. So far, I'm pretty optimistic.